Good afternoon. Today is May 10, 2018. I'm Joe Paul, the local president. First and foremost, we have a union meeting tonight at 7 o'clock, and I hope to see a lot of you here. So let's get into some of the things that are going on. The Seminole PNDC, the closed section bidding for Tour 1, 2, and 3 is over. So now anytime there's a new job, vacated job, they're going to be reposted installation-wide. Now the Orlando PNDC is another story. Tour 2 and Tour 3 is over, but Tour 1 is still going on. So anything that happens on Tour 1, they're still going to have closed section bidding for level 6s until everybody has their retreat rights back. Let's see, we're looking to create an in-service register, which means in Orlando PNDC, they're going to try to get people that want to sign up to be custodians. And we just got done that over in the Seminole PNDC. We had 5 or 6 clerks that went over to custodian craft. So that's a great advantage. You can move up in that craft. Plus it frees up other jobs in the clerk craft, and possibly we can get those posted and for conversions and transfers and everything. Unfortunately, management just sent me a letter proposing to revert 3 vacant duty assignments, level 6 clerks. I've already challenged it, as you can imagine, and we'll wait and see what they say about that. But I anticipate having to grieve it, because I anticipate these people, your management staff there, trying to go on with that. The line H grievances in the Orlando and the Seminole PNDC, we're having problems with those. Now Ben Love already sent the one up for the Orlando PNDC, challenging the fact that they wanted to separate the AMF, or they want to keep the AMF in with the PNDC. We say they should be challenged, they should be separate. And Seminole, we're not agreeing with management. They've already gone to step 2. We're not holding it in abeyance. We're not doing any of that. We're pursuing to step 3. We're tired of waiting around for management indecision, basically. So we want to send that up so we can get a proper remedy for our maintenance craft custodians. The VMF, lately, well, we've had, for the first time in a while, we had a letter warning, but it was reduced down. In the MVS craft, we have a couple issues there. They had a couple vacant jobs come up, but according to the collective bargaining agreement, they should have converted PTFs. They have not. So we're on top of that, and we're not very happy with how that's going. We want to get these people converted. We also had another problem there where they didn't convert some guy, and now he's having a problem with the transfer. A lot of drama, but we're taking care of that. Let's see what else. The PSEs and PTFs and level 20s and below, we're looking to get 7 conversions in the next 2 weeks out in our associate offices. That's great news, finally getting some movement. In the Orlando PNDC, not Seminole yet, but in the Orlando PNDC, we have 5 that are going to get converted, and we have 4 possibly later. And what they are, they're going to be customer service jobs. So they're going to be window jobs. So here's the thing. If you're a PSE and you get an opportunity to apply for one of these, you need to try to pass. Obviously, you're going to try to pass. But for some reason, if you do not pass the window job, you go back into the same spot as you were in your relative standing, which is seniority to you, but you're restricted from bidding for any job that has a window for 180 days. So do your best to pass if you have problems with it. I personally was a window clerk. Bob, Vice President McSorley, was also a window clerk. We can do whatever we can to try to help you with that, and we can try to gear you into some people that are really on top of the window game with the RSS, the PAWS, although they're not using that now. But we'll do everything we can within our power to help you succeed. We have, let's see what else we have. We have 1 removal case, and we had 2 other removal cases, but fortunately with that early out VERA, the early retirement, they let people go out early and it saved these 2 people. They would have been terminated, or at least out. We would have grieved it, but they still could have been out for quite a while, but they were able to retire with full retirement. So that's a very positive thing. 1 person staffing, we still have problems with that. It's happening in every plant in the country. That's why we have that memorandum of understandings out there saying that you shouldn't do that. Make sure if you're 1 person per machine, you file a grievance. You talk to your steward, you put it in writing, a written statement, so we can get something down in writing to protect you. It's not so much the 50% premium, which you need, but it's about your health and safety. You know, you're constantly up and down, lifting over your head, doing all that by yourself. That's a problem. And that's how that MOU came out with the 1-man staffing. They tied it into Article 14 in safety. So we want to be concerned about your health, as well as you obviously need to do the same. We have another stewards class coming up. This will be our sixth one. It'll be probably in 2 weeks. We have 10 people signed up. I'm going to be sending out letters to everybody individually, letting you know when it's going to happen, the time, the date, and a letter you can give to your supervisor. And so we're ready for that. Also, in the PNDCs, we could use more stewards there. Tour 1 especially. We're kind of running a little low, but we give you the tools, the help, the support, and the knowledge to take care of everybody. Don't feel afraid. Don't feel nervous about it. We have your back, and we will always have your back. Let's see what else. We still have the FERS Civil Service Thrift Savings class coming up. We're having somebody come in. He's supposed to contact me. Actually, he hasn't yet, but I'm going to place a call in to find out when, so I can have him come in here, be free of charge, maybe an hour, hour and a half. It'll be a very informational thing. It tells you what can you do with your thrift, how do you save, what's with civil service, what about FERS, questions that we get asked a lot. I wrote down a couple other things here. Not a whole lot really, more going on. About the maintenance craft also, I'm trying to bring in a couple maintenance craft MBA officers to come in, and once that happens and I know a solid date that they're going to come in, I'm going to send something out to everybody on my list, send it out, we'll post it also. We're also going to have a newsletter coming out within a couple weeks and letting you know for that. Anybody who wants to come in and talk to your MBAs, listen to their questions and answers, that'll be great. You don't have to be a maintenance employee. You can be a clerk. You can be a motor vehicle or VMF employee. If you just want to come down there and with the camaraderie of everybody else, that's great too. We'd love to have you. For now, that's going to be all. I'm going to probably do another informational video in another couple days. If you have anything that you could think of that you'd like to know about, the last one I did was on investigative interviews and live letter bids and things like that. We want to try to incorporate some of those. So anyway, we had the meeting tonight. I want to thank you for being a proud member of the Central Florida Area Local. Thank you very much.